Back with us now, Texas Congressman Tony Gonzales. Sir, it's good to see you again. Okay, we've got the 56 House Republicans now urging the president to remove the vice president from her border role as border czar. But does it even matter? They're acting like it does, that they don't even care about the border.
You know, it's almost 90 days and she's yet to show up. But beyond showing up, they've literally have shown zero interest. And it's not just about listening to Republicans. It's about listening to Democrats as well. It's about being respectful for those that live on the border, that work on the border. This crisis is spiraling out of control. It has turned deadly. You're seeing migrants pass away at record numbers. You're seeing drownings on the border. You're seeing the Border Patrol agents have saved over 7,000 lives in the past month. They're having to put up beacons that are also saving lives. It is spiraling out of control, and Kamala Harris is nowhere to be found.
You know, the vice president laughed off the question from Lester Holt at NBC when she was going to visit the border. She laughed it off multiple times. But now the DEA says a tidal wave of dangerous synthetic drugs are flooding into America's cities, from heroin, methamphetamine, and fentanyl pouring into America's cities from the border. But now we've got the former President Donald Trump. He's going to visit the Texas border. So you're taking all of that.
Yeah, my district is larger than 30 states. I represent over 40% of our southern border. And you're seeing record numbers of drugs come through, fentanyl in particular. You're talking about a deadly drug. We've seen over 7,500 pounds of fentanyl, and that's just what has been caught. What worries me are the getaways, the number of drugs and the number of actors, bad actors that are coming through that we are not catching. It's long time, you know, that this president take it serious. This isn't a new topic. Every president has had to deal with immigration and border security. I'm happy to see President Trump come to Texas, visit Texas, see it firsthand, and I would love to see President Biden follow his suit.
Florida is sending their law enforcement to help out at the Texas border. South Dakota may too, other states as well. We have Florida Governor Ron DeSantis saying, you know what, everybody's fed up. Republicans and Democrats are fed up with the inattention, the lack of attention by the Biden administration at the border. Watch this.
We don't want these drugs coming into our country. And we need to act, because I can tell you these cartels are eating Joe Biden's lunch. What does it say about an administration when the states have to step up and do the jobs that the federal government's supposed to be doing?
Our border czar, Vice President Harris, has yet to visit the border. Literally, she has spent more time, Steve, addressing climate change and space than she has on addressing her border crisis.
But the only way we can help her if she makes a visit down to the border, meets with sheriffs, landowners, mayors, judges, you know, the NGOs down here. Not a stage visit, but have a real sit down with the people that see this on a day-to-day basis.
So why not do what Democrat Henry Cuellar of Texas is saying? Vice President Harris, just come down and sit down with us, sit down with border officials, and they can tell you what's going on. Why aren't they showing up?
Yeah, you know, Henry Cuellar is my neighbor to the south, and we see it very similar on this issue. You know, securing our border is absolutely critical to our districts. I'd argue that every city and every state is a border city and border state, whether that's the fentanyl and the drugs that are coming over, whether that's the over 800,000 illegal immigrants that are having to be displaced and sent all over the country, or whether that's the 80,000 unaccompanied children. They're not staying in Texas. They are literally going to all 50 states. It's encouraging to see Governor DeSantis and others kind of lend a hand in this fight. It really feels as if Texas is alone on this issue, and it shouldn't be that way. You know, the federal government, Joe Biden in particular, caused this problem, and it's really only when the federal government kind of reverses some of their issues is when they're going to solve it. It's encouraging that those in Congress, myself, Henry Cuellar on the Democratic side, John Cornyn, Senator Cornyn leading in the Senate, along with Senator Sinema, have come together to find a bipartisan way to secure our border.
All right, Congressman Tony Gonzales, thank you so much for joining us. It's good
Thank you,
to have
Liz.
you on. Come back again soon, okay? It was great insights and perspective there. Congressman Gonzales of Texas, thank you for joining us. I'm Elizabeth McDonald.